And here you are. I'm so happy you're here as always. Every week you can find us right here. My name is Suzanne Suchan because guess what? If Sue can, you can too. Yeah, that's the way it works. Yay for being here. All right, so we're at the end of November. Oh my goodness gracious me. We're just starting to get bitter cold in Buffalo, New York. And how the heck have you been? How are you feeling? I missed you. We've had, the last time I spoke to you, I had Jerry Sargent here all the way from the UK. And I did do that workshop. And look, I'm not a lizard and I don't have two heads. It was wonderful. It was kind of like a big meditation thing. And it was at the Marienthal Country Inn in Eden. And it was fantastic. So if you are looking for a venue to do some stuff, any kind of thing, or even get married or something, check out the Marienthal Country Inn. Wonderful venue, awesome cooking, beautiful people. All right, so guess what? Today is, well, every day is special, but today is special. I guess I better tell you what happened on the way here, because you guys love my little stories, right? So I'm driving here tonight, and I was behind a car whose license plate said, I believe. I was like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, cool. And then I looked to the car right next to it, and it said Diane 1, which is my mom, who's on the other side. So I was like, yay, Mom! How's it going? She's always with me, right? I know she is. So I'm just extra blessed today, and I just wanted to share that with you because you like it too, right? Right. It's fun to share. Okay, so another reason today is exciting is we have my first remote segment. So yes, that's right. The You Can with Suzanne show can come to you. And if you want to know how to do that, just look on my website, SuzanneSuchan.com. And you can also send me a question for the You Can Minute. And we can read your question on the air. Isn't that awesome? It just keeps getting better and better. So the first segment today is that remote. And it is at Hart's Gallery in West Seneca, New York. I really don't think I need to explain anything because it's all in there. Just like the spaghetti sauce, it's in there. Well, it's in there. So I'd like right now to introduce you to Serena and have a look at the Hart's Gallery. Hi there. I am on location today at Hart's Gallery in West Seneca. We are near the corner of Union and Clinton in West Seneca. And I'm here with the owner, Serena. Yay! There's all kinds of amazing handcrafters, vendors. So it's like a co-op, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of different unique things here.
What made you want to do something like this?
Well, I'm in direct sales myself. I can get crafty, but I'm a distributor for a couple of companies, and we kind of just figured we wanted to get out. We live in the country. We live in cold in New York, so we live in the country, and we wanted to branch out, be in with the people. It was hard for us to really get in contact with more people. You live in a rural area. You can't just a lot of people have parties and things like that. People don't come out to you. They have to drive half an hour and things like that. So when the space opened up, because my husband actually owns Eternal Ink Tattoos next door,
Convenient.
he remodeled this whole place. And he actually used it for about a year. And then the two people who were here moved out. And he kind of just he's like, I'm kind of paying for an empty space. Because he just really just used it as an expansion. So and I'm like, you're not giving that up. You put your blood, sweat, and tears in here. You did all the tile work. You put in the koi fish pond. He built everything in here. And so I'm like, I know exactly what we want to do with it. So Chrissy and I, she's our baker with Triple Sweets. We are partners here along with Casper from Eternal Ink. So we all have part in Hart's Gallery. So we did not think that it would ever end up looking like this. The first initial, you go into a vendor show, there's 6 to 8 foot tables set up, and that's kind of how we thought we were going to set it up. But then in my mind, I'm like, we would never be able to fit as many people in here, the way that the store is set up. So what I figured was, how about we just do like some shelving? So wherever we could fit something. And literally when you come in here, almost everything you see, we have minimal decorations that we put up because everyone else just decorates our store for us. Everything is for sale here. Some things you see on the walls for sale. Up there on the board over there, a lot of those things are for sale. So most of everything you see in here is for sale, whether it's handcrafted, whether someone has their own small business with a company that they are a distributor for. If they're an artist, we welcome all of our Western New York small business owners in here. So that's pretty much how it came to be and how it became Hearts Gallery.
So where did the name come from?
Well, the last name is Hartenstein, and we didn't want to really shorten and put Hart like H-A-R-T because that's not our last name. So, you know, it's always like our thing is 3 hearts, so we kind of did Hearts Gallery, and it's plural, so it's not like a possessive. So it's hearts as multiple and then gallery. So, and we used gallery because it was the best word. I know most people when they think of gallery, they think of like art, like an art gallery and showcasing art, which this is kind of what it is. Mm-hmm. It's kind of what we do. We showcase local people and their artwork. But gallery to me was more like showcasing multiple different people and their product or business. So that's kind of how we came up with the name.
How many vendors do you have here?
We have, I believe, 14.
Wow.
If I counted correctly. Which we thought in the beginning only about 5 or 6. So and we actually came a long way. A lot of the vendors that have been with us since we started have seen our transformation, and it's been huge so far. We've been open a year in July, so we opened July of 2016, and just from what it was before till now is huge, and we have everyone to thank for that. Everyone has really been involved with it, and we're so excited to have it. Super excited.
Do you have any special plans for 2018?
Just keeping the shop local theme. It's been working for us. We love having new people come in and seeing their new products, but we also love keeping people too. So if we can, we love to have people stay here. One of our vendors, Dana, she does Young Living essential oils as well as Thrive, and she's been with us since day one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she's one of our longtime vendors. So, and then Spiritual First Aid has been with us since August of that same year. So, and her business as well as Dana's, they just being here is just that extra outlet for them to just gain access to more people, more customers, and more clients. Spiritual First Aid's business was just a little small cube when she first came in, and now it's a huge display. She offers so many different things, and it got her to come out of her shell. When she first came to meet with me, she was shaking. She was very nervous, and I thought it was so cute. To me, it was cute because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not that important. You don't have to be that, scared to meet with me, but it wasn't really a business for her yet. And being here in Hearts Gallery made it a business for her. Wow. So she does a lot of online sales through Facebook, and she just kind of came out of her shell more. So it's awesome to see. To see everyone. A lot of jewelry vendors, handcrafted jewelry, essential oils, home decor. We have a lot of home decor, handmade home decor, wooden decor, rustic decor, a lot of bath and body products, and they're all natural. So that goes a long way. I'm a distributor with Country Scents Candles. They sell 100% all natural soy wax candles, melts. They have an array of warmers and room sprays, and they're soy, so they don't have any stabilizers in them, no paraffin. That's bad for the environment and bad for you, especially a lot of people that have allergies or asthma and things like that. There's no dyes. It's all kosher certified soy. And we have tons of different scents. We have our holiday scents that just came out now, and I dressed them up a little bit. So you definitely want to come in and give those a smell. I also have all of our scent samples available. So if you want to smell before you buy, if it's something that I don't have for you to take home, I can always order it for you and have it here for you, which makes it a little bit easier than just giving you my card and saying, here, just go to my website and order. No, I wanted a personal experience, and That's a lot of it here too, is having that personal sales experience. And a lot of people, when they come here, they're here for a while. Sometimes we have our customers that come in, they'll be here an hour or two having coffee and just chit-chatting it up.
Coffee. You mentioned coffee.
I did. We also I'm a distributor for Java Mama as well, and I'm a advocate for some really good coffee. Now, Java Mama sells organic and certified organic and fair trade coffee. Most of them are. But we also have flavors. This one here is a Death by Chocolate flavored coffee. These are, anytime an order is placed, that's when the roasting starts. So you know when you're buying a bag of coffee from Java Mama, it's going to be fresh. It's going to smell good. You can smell it through the package. It hasn't been sitting on shelves for 8 months or anything like that. So you're going to get a nice fresh bag of coffee. We also offer certified organic and fair trade teas. And just came out, we have gourmet hot chocolate. That was our new release last week. And then this week, the new releases are like a frappuccino type blended coffee flavors, and also rubs for your meats. So we also have like different flavored coffee rubs and spices and mixes too. So it's a company, they just launched in October 1st, and they're getting it out there. And who doesn't love coffee, you know? So I figured it's a good way, and I just love it because it goes with the whole atmosphere of Hearts Gallery. And what I do is I offer free samples of coffee every Saturday. So every Saturday we're here 2 to 7. I have free samples of coffee for our customers. So,
which is right what we're going to get to now. Now, what are the hours of Hearts Gallery?
We're here Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Friday, the hours are 3:30 to 8 p.m., and then Saturdays are 2 to 7.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to say to our viewers today?
Shop local this holiday season. Support your local small business owners and get that really unique gift that someone's going to be like, oh, this is so cool, where did you get this? Because that's what you're going to find here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Serena.
Thank you.
Wasn't that wonderful? How do you feel? Are you going to go and visit them? How awesome. And those wonderful angels that I make with the healing crystals and the love and the Reiki and everything, they're there too. It's awesome there. So make sure that you check them out. Tell Serena that you saw it on the You Can Show. Yay! Well, guess what? Now we are changing speeds just a little bit. We're getting out of retail and into here and here and here and some stuff going on. I'd love to introduce you right now to the everyday medium, Reverend Dawn Lynn. Woohoo!
Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for having me. Hi, guys.
Hello. I'm so excited you're finally here.
I know.
It just fell into place, didn't it?
I know. Can you believe yesterday you're like, do you want to be on my show tomorrow? I'm like, sure. That works perfect.
It did. Just chunk, and there it was.
I know.
And here you are.
And here I am.
And I got my own TV show.
It's so cool.
So goodness gracious. Now okay, so obviously we already know that you're a medium. You call yourself the everyday medium,
Yes.
which I so love because it makes you approachable.
And that's really what I want people to realize is that mediumship isn't just, you don't have to be someone special. Everybody is a medium. And you can see me on the street and you probably wouldn't recognize that I see dead people. But when I am out and about, it's just, I'm just like you. And just like everybody out there, you, and you're a medium. Everybody out there, you're a medium too. Like everybody is intuitive. Everybody has a gift. And by being that everyday medium where someone feels like they see it as approachable, I hope to be normalizing mediumship in our country, in our world, because we're all opening up.
Yeah, that whole thing of the veil stuff, it's true, isn't it?
It really is. It's amazing. This time of year, I get so many calls from people. They're like, Dawn, what's going bump in the night in my house? What do I do? I'm like, honey, it's okay. Give it a month. It'll be fine. Or you might still have some things, but just tell them it's okay. They can stay. Just don't bother me.
So is it like because it's a Scorpio time of the year, or why this time?
There's a lot of different reasons why this time of year the veil is thin. The biggest reason is we celebrate the holidays of All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Halloween, Samhain. All of these holidays where they honor the dead. They are trying to connect with the dead. So as we put it out there that we want to remember our relatives, they are able to step forward and they are able to communicate with us easier than at a time when they're not in the forefront of our thought.
That makes sense. So it's like we're putting the invites out to the party and they're showing up.
Exactly. And since there's such a history of it, that just adds more energy to it because we've been celebrating it for years. And so they know the invite's out, they show up.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
now you were born knowing, but that was normal for you.
it was. I am a fourth generation medium. I could probably go back further, but I can prove 4 generations. Further than that gets a little iffy. So when I was growing up, when I was young little kid, my grandfather, he'd be like, Dawn, tell me about the guy in the corner. Tell me more about him. Give me more details. At my family get-togethers, it was always talking about, well, who's been here to visit lately? And what signs have you gotten? And that was normal for us. Everybody in my mom's generation has a different gift.
Now, when you say gift, you mean the different clairs?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
I do. And some of them, they wouldn't, actually none of my mom's generation would call themselves mediums. My mom is clairsentient. She feels. So when I'm at her house a few months ago, I'm like, Mom, you know there's a guy upstairs? She's like, oh yeah, my husband's home. I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. She's like, oh, you mean the spirit? Yeah, he's been here a few months. He crawls in bed with us. I'm like, do you want to get rid of him? She's like, no, he doesn't bother us. But because she doesn't see him, she feels him. She knows he's here, can describe him fully, just doesn't see him. No, she's not a medium. My other my mom's brother, my uncle, he goes to the casino. He always knows the slot machine to play and walks away with money in his pocket every single time.
Wow.
He knows when to go, and he, more importantly, knows when to stop.
Oh, good. Yeah, that is important.
So he doesn't just keep rolling with it, but his intuition always has him be lucky. So it works in all different manners. My grandfather was like myself. He saw. I think that one of the reasons he cultivated it so much, his uncle was a medium down at Lilydale. So he was going down to Lilydale as a young boy and learning in the old ways. But he had lost a lot of people in his life. He lost his mother when he was a young boy. His wife passed when she was 44 or 45. And at the same time, he lost 3 of his daughters. And he was born in the time of the Depression and World War II. So he lost a lot of people there. So it was comforting for him to be able to still see them. And I think that's why he cultivated that gift. And it was so strong.
Wow.
And so when he saw it in me, he cultivated in the same way he cultivated in himself. So I felt very blessed that I had that.
So you said you see, right?
I see.
So do you see like orbs of light, or do you actually see like forms, like a head and shoulders and clothes?
Exactly like that. They look like holograms to me. I can differentiate between someone who is here on the physical plane and someone on the spiritual plane because they don't have that presence where you can just like touch it like a hologram, except when it's dark out. When it's dark, that's a whole other story. Hence why I'm a little afraid of the dark. The lights are always on because with shadows, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, wow.
And why they're not allowed in my bedroom, so they can't bother me at night.
Got it. Yeah. So do they listen?
They do. Spirits listen, just they are respectful. You figure spirits on the other side, they were people we loved. And just like they listen here, they listen on the other side too. Now, my grandfather, he likes to push that because he was a prankster and a tease when he was alive. And so when I say no spirits in the bathroom, he likes to poke at the shower curtain every now and again just to be funny. But this is also the man, mind you, who would run around the house with a lampshade on his head and come to weddings with wigs on and dressed as women. So I'm not very surprised that he does it. When people die, they are the same as they are when they're here. Fortunately, guides who help direct us, they tend to be much more respectful. And as they know, we have our free will. So it's wonderful.
Wow, that's fabulous. So was there a point then in your life that you like went out into the public and you're like, oh my God, they're not like me?
Yes.
And was that like traumatizing at all?
A little bit. When I realized when I was in middle school that this is not what everybody else experienced. I remember very clearly a classmate of mine died. It was a tragic accident. And I remember being so confused why everybody was so upset. I'm like, I'm upset that she's gone. I'm a little scared by it because I knew she was going to die. But I didn't understand why people were so upset because it's just like our friend who moved away the year before. You can still call her up on the phone. You can still have a conversation with her. And that wasn't the case. And when some teachers stepped in, my classmates started making fun of me. That was when I was like, oh, okay. And I went home and I spoke with my mom and she's like, yeah, honey, you don't talk about that with people. Not everybody else is like you. And it was reiterated then the next year when my grandfather passed. And I was dealing with it, but it was right around the time that Kurt Cobain passed as well, which was a big deal for being a middle schooler. All of us kids, we loved Nirvana. We loved, and to be able to see someone we idolized kill themselves and deal with that, it was just a second iteration of death for us as young kids and dealing with it. And at that time, it was again reinforced that, no, this is not what you do. Fortunately, at that time, I had a teacher who was much more accepting and gentle about it than the teacher I had the year previously. Difference between a science teacher and an English teacher, although I shouldn't generalize. But
Now you have a book there.
Yes. This past June, I published my first book, which is all about how I'm a medium, you're a medium, each and every single one of you out in the audience are mediums and intuitive. And while we've just talked about me talking to dead people, talking to loved ones who have deceased, the book breaks it down, and that's not really what the book is all about. It's about connecting to those things that are around us, and because mediumship and intuition is so much more than just talking to dead people. It's having that inner voice that is screaming at you and helping make life easy. And the book really talks about how this is natural and ingrained in all of us, why we don't recognize it as much, and the simple things you can do to be able to open it up. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to be able to be intuitive and get messages from the other side. You just have to have patience. You have to recognize your ego and what your wants and desires are over that voice that's pushing you, because the messages are not always what you want to hear.
Awesome.
Let me tell you, they are not always what you want to hear.
Okay, and the book is called One.
It's called One, representative of that energy that connects each and every single one of us.
Wonderful. I know that we're running out of time, but you have a couple classes coming up now. Do you have a website where somebody can go and find information on those classes?
Absolutely. My website is www.revdonlynn.com. If you want to read more about what it's like to be a medium, www.lifeofamedium.com is my blog, and it gives a lot of tips and hints on what you can be doing. At the end of December, I do have a class coming up on vision boards, and then in the new year, using strategic planning and the energy of one that connects us to be putting your New Year's resolutions into action.
Sweet. All right. Gosh darn, we're already out of time. We can just keep on going.
I know.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And sharing your wonderful, sweet, kind soul that you are. And thank you for joining us as always. Find all of our back episodes on my website, SuzanneSuchan.com. That is all the time that we have. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everybody.